for being late. I couldn't decide what to wear.
Ah, no, it's fine. We still have time for a reservation, so let's hurry. I'm Tsubasa Sakuma, a third-year university student. Today's my Christmas date with my first ever girlfriend, Manami Futamata. I spent every day working part-time just for this day. I hope Manami will be happy. This is the restaurant, right? Can you handle the reception? Manami had been wanting to visit this restaurant, and she made the reservation on her phone. I booked the course meal and paid for it in advance, but...
Tsubasa!
Hearing a familiar voice behind them, I turned around. Shitaro, why did I have to run into him of all people on Christmas? Oh, you came to this restaurant too. Well then. Shitaro Uwaki, a classmate from university, has been a thorn in my side ever since I refused to cover for him in class a few months ago.
Wait, I'm having dinner with Manami here.
Exactly. So why don't you, the unwanted introvert, get lost already?
What? What are you talking about?
Like you? Don't be ridiculous. You actually believed that? How pathetic.
It was just to shake things up. After hanging out with a loser like you, I realized just how great I am.
That can't be. As I pieced together what Manami and Shitaro said, it becomes clear that I was being two-timed. And the real boyfriend was Shitaro all along, while I was just a tool to break their boredom.
You, an introvert, wouldn't even do me a favor when I asked, and it pissed me off. Now you understand your place, don't you? From now on, just live quietly and stop trying to stand up to us, alright? Oh, and thanks for paying for this place. I'll make sure to enjoy it with your beloved Manami.
As I stood there in shock, they walked into the restaurant looking all cozy. I couldn't even think about the money I spent. Being dumped so cruelly by my first girlfriend just broke me. I can't believe Manami could toy with someone's heart like that. I guess I have no eye for women, and maybe I wasn't meant for relationships in the first place. From that day onward, I lost interest in romance and focused entirely on my studies and job hunting during the rest of my university life. Time passed without me getting involved in another relationship, and now I'm 27 years old. Even as a working adult, my days were all about focusing on my job.
Sakuma is top of the charts again this month. Everyone, follow Sakuma's example and keep working hard.
Of course it's Sakuma again. He never comes out for drinks, just buries himself in work. No wonder his results are good.
Yeah, he's got that I'm not like you guys vibe. So full of himself.
While I found fulfillment in my sales job, the more I achieved, the more resentment I faced from others. I avoided social gatherings like drinking parties, and the cold stares from my coworkers only grew stronger. It made things awkward.
Tsubasa, great to see you. Over here.
He waves at me with a smile. Shogo Aizawa is a contact I established a few years ago at one of our client companies. We've hit it off so well that we now go out to eat together even outside of work. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Aizawa-san.
No, it's fine. I'm the one who should apologize for calling you out of the blue. There's someone I really wanted you to meet.
The person he mentioned was a woman, Shogo-san's younger sister, whom he wanted to introduce me to today.
This is my dear little sister, Sakura. She's always been a bit on the shy side.
Hello. It's nice to meet you. I'm Sakura Aizawa.
She says with a blush, looking bashful. Her refined features resemble Shogo-san's.
Sorry for springing this on you. My brother kept insisting. He said you're a really kind person.
Oh, no need to worry. I'm happy to meet you. It's my pleasure.
The truth is, my sister's always been a bit shy when it comes to romance. She's never had a boyfriend before.
I guess I've been giving my brother quite a bit of unnecessary worry. I'm sorry. I'm sure someone like me isn't your type, Sakuma-san.
That's not true at all. Actually, I'm not very forward when it comes to relationships either. I feel more comfortable with someone who isn't pushy. Since that experience with Manami, I couldn't bring myself to be proactive in relationships. I never wanted to go through that again.
You're a good guy, Tsubasa. I'm glad I introduced you to Sakura. I hope you'll keep getting to know each other.
Since Shogo-san is someone I can trust, I figured I could trust his family as well. So I exchanged contact information with her. After that, Sakura and I began exchanging a few messages every day. We soon discovered that we both shared a love for PC gaming, and that's when we really hit it off. On weekday evenings after work, we'd set a time to play together online, and it quickly became the highlight of my day.
I'm new to this game, so please go easy on me.
No worries. I'll support you so you can have fun, Sakura-san. We're playing a competitive game while voice chatting, and it's quickly become my favorite time of day.
Why can't I win at that part? It's so frustrating.
You're just not used to the controls yet. Once you get the hang of it and stay calm, I'm sure you'll win.
I'm sorry, Tsubasa-san. I keep losing because I'm not good enough. I'll have to train harder.
Contrary to my initial impression of her as soft-spoken, Sakura turned out to be incredibly competitive. Every time she lost, she'd get frustrated, but I found that side of her pretty adorable.
Tsubasa-san, my rank went up. It's all thanks to you.
No, it's because you worked hard, Sakura-san. Congratulations. Is there any skin or item you want? I'll get you a gift to celebrate.
No, you don't need to get me anything. But actually...
Sakura seems to have thought of something, but hesitates, looking embarrassed. Sakura-san, what is it?
If you don't mind, would you like to go out for dinner sometime? Just the two of us?
We've been playing games online regularly, but the truth is, we had only met in person that one time when I was introduced to her. Honestly, I thought about asking her out for a meal several times, but could never take that first step. Of course! I should have been the one to ask. I'm really glad you invited me. I heard her let out a sigh of relief over the headset. She must have been nervous about asking me out. And so the day of our meal together arrived. Sakura-san seems really comfortable to be with. The whole incident with Manami still lingers in the back of my mind whenever I think of having a meal with someone.
I really enjoy spending time like this with you, Tsubasa-san. I feel so at ease and happy.
Sakura-san, yeah, I feel the same way. Let's do this again soon. I have to stop letting my past weigh me down. It's not fair to Sakura who looks at me so genuinely. We started going on more dates, with me actively inviting Sakura to meals and outings. One weekend, I went out for drinks with Shogo-san for the first time in a while.
It's been a while, Tsubasa-kun. Lately, you've been spending all your time with Sakura and ignoring my invites.
Haha, weren't you the one who's been too busy with work, Shogo-san?
Well, yeah. There's this employee at one of our branches who got in through connections, and they've been causing all kinds of problems. I mean, I'm stuck dealing with that, and to top it off, I've got some weird woman trying to flirt with me. It's exhausting, man.
Shogo-san looks genuinely worn out. He seems even more tired than usual.
How about you, Tsubasa-kun? Last time we spoke, you mentioned you were struggling with work. Has that improved?
He's referring to the time I casually vented about my situation during one of our meals. I guess he remembered. Haha, nothing's really changed. Even when I get good results, people still give me cold looks. It's tough. I've been questioning why I'm even pushing myself so hard. But when I think about the future, I know I want to aim higher.
Oh, you're so focused and dedicated. I really respect you for that, Tsubasa-kun. Actually, I have a proposal for you. Tsubasa-kun, how would you feel about joining my company?
Huh?
I've always admired you, Tsubasa. You're the first person I've wanted to become friends with outside of work, and the first person I trusted enough to introduce to my sister. And your work is outstanding. I was genuinely impressed when you made a proposal that even swayed our higher-ups, who have been reluctant to sign a contract with your company. I'd love to build the future of this company with you. Would you consider it?
Shogo-san's unexpected offer makes my heart race, and for the first time in a while, I feel like a new path has opened up for me.
Still, it seems like workplace drama exists no matter where you go, huh? To be honest, I'm engaged, but one of my female colleagues has been harassing my fiancé. Well, that's the situation. So, Tsubasa-kun, let's keep working hard for the woman we care about, alright?
Shogo's well-shaped face lights up with a grin, and understanding the meaning behind his words, I feel my face heat up. Yes, I'll work even harder.
So, how are things going with Sakura? Are you two getting along?
Well, I think she's a really wonderful woman.
Haha, I knew I could trust someone like you with my sister, Tsubasa-kun.
Apparently, Sakura had been betrayed by a friend during her school days, and that caused her to struggle with social relationships ever since. It's different, but in a way, we've both been hurt by betrayal. I want to protect her from now on. That's the resolve I silently made as I enjoyed the time spent with Shogo-san. 1 month later, I visited the branch office where Shogo-san works. It's my first time at this branch, even though they're a client from my previous job. As I approached the reception to request a meeting, I noticed Shogo-san chatting with the receptionist.
Oh, Tsubasa-kun, I've been waiting for you.
Sorry for the wait, Shogo-san.
What? No way! Why are you here?
The receptionist standing there was none other than my ex-girlfriend, Manami, who had cruelly dumped me. Futamata-san, it's been a while. I'm here today for a meeting with Aizawa-san. I didn't expect to run into her here, working as a receptionist, but it couldn't be helped. Inside, I didn't even want to speak to her, but as a professional, I had to respond politely. However, Manami, not recognizing the setting on her position, smirked and looked down on me.
You still look as dull as ever. I'm surprised someone like you is meeting with Aizawa-san.
Tsubasa-kun, you know her? I didn't expect you to be acquainted with someone like this.
Honestly, I don't even want to admit I know her. Sensing something from my reaction, Shogo-san gave me an apologetic look.
Are you here for work? No company would do business with someone like you.
Watch your mouth. How could you speak like that to a guest from outside?
Oh, it's fine, Aizawa-san. Actually, I used to date him, but it was never serious, of course. Anyway, Aizawa-san, why don't we go out for dinner sometime?
Even though Shogo-san was visibly angry, Manami shamelessly continued to flirt with him. Then suddenly...
Wait a minute, is that you, Sakuma? You didn't come here for Manami, did you? Go home, loser.
The one who appeared was none other than Karma Uwaki, the man who had used Manami to deceive me.
I've seen you around a few times. I don't know who you are, but stay away from my woman.
Had he not seen Manami throwing herself at me? Uwaki even directed a glare at Shogo, trying to intimidate him.
Huh. It seems this branch office is lacking in employee education. I didn't expect it to be this bad.
You don't know who I am? I'm the nephew of the senior executive. A lowly employee like you shouldn't be defying me. So why don't you back off?
It became clear to me that the problematic employee Shogo-san had mentioned recently was Uwaki.
Do you even realize how many people have been troubled by your lazy, entitled work attitude?
What? Who do you think you are? Why are you saying this to me?
I'm from headquarters. Your conduct has caused more than enough problems, and it's no longer being tolerated.
No way. Uncle's always bailed me out.
Even your uncle, Executive Iwaki, is about to face responsibility for this. You've been a disgrace, and he can't cover for you anymore.
No.
This is Sakuma-san, and he'll be joining our company.
What?
Yes, I'm officially joining this company. Today was my visit to introduce myself to the branch.
Huh. I can't believe they hired someone so incompetent. What is HQ even thinking? I'll get Uncle to cancel your hire. I'm sure Uncle will be thrilled to take credit for fixing this mess.
You still don't get it, do you?
Huh?
It seemed Uwaki had finally triggered Shogo's fury. Even someone as arrogant as Uwaki flinched for a moment.
He's an outstanding individual. I brought in myself. We need him to replace someone. Don't you think it's time you realize who the incompetent one is here?
What? Replace me?
Sakuma-kun will be assigned to a higher position than either of you here at the branch. We need to rebuild this office, thanks to a spoiled, incompetent nephew who's been leeching off his uncle. And such an uncle who let you do all that doesn't have much say anymore.
No, this can't be happening. I'm being replaced, and he's getting a better deal. This can't be real.
Uwaki collapsed, mumbling in disbelief. Uwaki, too bad. I've taken your place.
You...
Don't blame me. This is the consequence of your dishonesty toward others. I smiled as I said it, feeling a sense of closure for the long years I'd suffered because of him.
Sorry about that, Tsubasa-kun. I didn't mean to drag you into such a mess.
After finishing my introduction at the branch office, Shogo and I left the building, the sun already setting. No, honestly, it felt pretty good. I'm glad it happened.
Haha, I didn't know you had such a bold personality, Tsubasa-kun. I like you even more now. The way you looked down at him and put him in his place, I almost fell for you.
Shogo-san?
Now then, let's go celebrate your new job over dinner. Just the two of us will be nice.
As Shogo-san made a teasing comment with a charming smile, right then.
Tsubasa, wait!
It was Manami, chasing after us. Just as I expected, I sighed.
Hey, Tsubasa!
Sorry, but I have no intention of getting back together with you. Just the thought makes my skin crawl. Before she could say anything, I cut her off. I didn't need this situation in my life. You were hitting on Shogo-san earlier, even though you have a boyfriend, weren't you? You were perfectly fine cheating and two-timing back in school, too. Sorry, but I'm not interested in someone as cheap as you.
Don't make things up. No, Shogo-san. I was being stalked by these two. I was actually in trouble.
When I pointed out her infidelity, Manami immediately changed targets and started sweet-talking Shogo, but...
Yeah!
As Manami reached out to cling to him, she almost stumbled. Just before she could grab him, Shogo stepped aside.
Don't touch me. My fiancée works at this branch too. She's the same employee you've been mocking all this time. I've heard everything from the other employees. You've been flirting with several male coworkers and bullying the female staff, haven't you?
I don't know anything about that.
There have been multiple complaints about you. Some people even recorded their conversations with you. My fiancée is one of them. You've really hurt her, haven't you?
That's not...
I'm making this crystal clear. I only spoke to you because it was necessary for work. But frankly, it's been a huge inconvenience, and I don't want to talk to you outside of work again.
You're horrible, Aizawa-san! How could you say that to me? She flirts with people and then throws a fit when things don't go her way? How embarrassing. Wasn't she dating Uwaka-san? She always boasted about how her boyfriend was the nephew of a senior executive.
It was after work hours, but since we were still near the company building, plenty of coworkers had seen everything. Finally realizing the situation she was in, Manami turned bright red and looked down.
You'll be dealt with by the company too. You should go home for today. Why were people like them even hired in the first place? I'll have to report all this to my father. I should have revealed my position earlier, but I didn't want to make things worse. Sorry for putting you through that.
No, if you told them you were the president's son, things would have gotten even messier. As it turns out, Shogo-san is the son of the company's president. He kept it a secret to avoid favoritism. He went through the same hiring process as everyone else, taking the exams and interviews like a regular employee. Now his abilities are recognized, and he reports on and works to improve conditions within the company. After that, I joined the branch office as planned, working in an environment where my efforts were appreciated. Apparently, after I left, my former company's sales dropped significantly, and there are rumors that it's on the verge of collapse.
Since Sakuma-kun left, we're in a terrible situation. You guys need to work harder. Don't come back until you land a contract.
Hi. If only we had respected Sakuma-san more.
As for Manami, she was transferred as punishment for bullying others. She tried to rely on Iwaki for help again, but even he rejected her this time.
Get lost. I'm not interested in a woman like you.
That's my line. You useless, good-for-nothing leech.
Unable to bear the situation, she resigned before her transfer went through. And just as expected, we ran into Manami during another date with Sakura. Naturally, she tried to approach me again, but...
Sakura-san, it's okay, calm down.
Recognizing Manami as a threat trying to take me away, Sakura's anger caused her to snap. On the other hand, Iwaki, who had only gotten into the company through connections, was transferred to a remote location. But later, due to his incompetence, he caused significant financial losses for the company and was fired.
How? How did it come to this?
His uncle, the executive director, was also demoted and transferred to a branch office in a rural area. Iwaki, having enraged his uncle, was completely abandoned by his family, with no one left to help him. To top it off, he was conned by a woman who turned out to be a serial marriage scammer, leaving his heart hollow. And as for me, when I was mentally and physically drained from my previous job, Sakura's presence was truly healing for me. So, I realized I want to be with you more. Will you be my girlfriend? While celebrating my job change, I confessed to Sakura over dinner.
Of course. I look forward to being with you from now on.
And so, we started dating and eventually moved in together. Now, Shogo's big wedding day has finally arrived. Shogo-san looks so happy. Someday, I hope Sakura and I can.
Wait, was that a proposal?
Once you've been betrayed, it's hard to trust others again. But people like Shogo and Sakura saved me. Someone trustworthy will appear someday. In this era where life expectancy can reach 100 years, isn't it okay to hold on to that hope?
Whoa, it's gotten bigger! Okay, what are you looking at a construction site? Let's go! Cause there's something where there was nothing before. That's amazing! Huh? I'm gonna stay a little longer! Whoa, if you don't come, we don't have enough people for a team! My name's Kei Hayashida. I've always loved watching construction sites. The heavy machinery is cool, and the workers look big and strong. More than anything else, watching a building get built moved me even as a child. Ah, excavators are so awesome! I'm gonna do this when I grow up! 10 years later, I was 20 years old. I was working as a construction worker like I had said. It's gotten hot recently, right? Work was harder than I had imagined. but construction was deep and meaningful. Shinjo-san, the cat is here, so help us out.
Okay, a cat.
You'll use the pump, so...
Meow.
That's not what I meant! Put that back! She brought a stray cat! During our break, someone was laughing at my story. It was Enju Sixei, my senpai and superior. Smiling bashfully next to him was Mayumi Shinjo. She was a little older than me, and recently got put on this site with me.
I knew it in my mind, but I saw a cat and I just...
Well, Hayashida was doing the same stuff when he first started. Hey, stop telling that story! Hey guys, how long are you bottom feeders gonna dilly-dally? The man entered the room yelling. It was the site director, Suguri Muchizaki. He graduated from university and got a job at a large construction firm, so he always looked down on us. We're on our break. Huh? That only applies to people who do their jobs. You uneducated lot are slow. Bottom feeders should shut up and work. Huh? Just because you're the director, you get to look down on us? You little... Sixei-san, calm down! Heh, uneducated people always act on emotions. Use that brain when you work, huh? Well, just don't get in my way and work hard. With that, Muchizaki went to the second floor office. The mood was ruined.
That guy takes the longest breaks. He's really one to talk.
Why do construction workers get looked down on like this? It sucks. The next day, Muchizaki said nasty stuff to us again. I was a bit down about it.
Do his words bother you?
Yes, I love using heavy machinery, but he says that with automation, will be unnecessary. Why does he say all that mean stuff? With people like that on top, the bottom will crumble.
For real, that guy underestimates people's skills. Oh, skills. The helmets have changed starting today. What were they called? IoT, was it?
I heard from Sixei-san that Love Koi made them. They have special sensors on them. Because it got suddenly hot in May. But how are they gonna use them?
Ho ho! Science is amazing!
Summers are hot and winters are cold in construction. Before the rainy season, there was no sun, but it was hot and humid. It's so hot. Hey you, don't slack off. Do you realize we're behind schedule? It affects me when you're all slow. You all should work overtime if that's what it takes. We were barely on schedule, but one of the reasons for that was that the site director kept making small mistakes. Muchizaki would say it was the workers' fault and take no responsibility. It's impossible at this rate. Can you adjust the schedule? Huh? You want me to bow my head and negotiate? Stop being ridiculous. It's you bottom feeders' fault that we're behind. It's your job to work 2 times, 3 times faster. We're not bottom feeders. If you keep acting like that, the workers will stop listening to you. Muchizaki spat at me. It was pointless. Hey Shinjo, what's wrong? A few minutes later, Shinjo-sai came hobbling in.
I'm fine. Just a little dizzy.
Heh, that's what happens when a woman does physical labor. You're useless. Even at a time like this, Shinjo-san, let's get you inside. Shinjo-san was suffering from heat exhaustion. After she drank water, she started to feel better. Get some sodium too, and maybe you should go to the doctor just in case.
Don't worry. My body just couldn't handle the temperature change. I'm weaker than everyone here. I'm useless.
That's not true. Your work is thorough and we depend on you. But don't work too hard, okay?
You're right. I've been a construction construction worker for 5 years. I felt like my time might be up.
Shinjo-san looked gloomy and smiled apologetically.
My family is poor. I always thought I'd work straight out of high school. But my little brother was smart. I wanted him to go to a good school. After school fees and tuition, I became a construction worker to pay for all of that.
That must have been hard.
Yes. But my brother was able to go to college with scholarships, so I have no regrets. I'm saving up now for my own future. I'm thinking about going to college myself.
Shinjo-san chose this lifestyle. Now, she was trying to go toward a new path. She's so strong. That's great. I'm rooting for you. So, get some rest today.
Okay. Thank you.
Shinjo-san went home early. Her mother came to get her, and they left in a taxi. Michizaki seemed unhappy, but he unwillingly agreed after Sixie-san and I convinced him. Ordering me around when you're a bottom feeder. It's your fault for being weak. For that, he was projecting his anger at me. I heard that the helmets have special sensors. I feel like the director should have known that Shinjo-san wasn't feeling well. It rained that afternoon, and we had less people, so work progressed even more slowly. I understand feeling panicked when we're barely on schedule, but there's no point if people collapse or the quality is sacrificed. Michizaki-san doesn't seem to have a grasp of the work or the site as a whole. He's stingy with the AC and complains when we drink water. We're not robots. I'm even angrier now. What if something bad happens? Don't cause a scene. I'll have to be the one to stop you. But my request was no use. Sixie-san and Michizaki-san fought immediately. What the hell? We're at the end of a rope. Shut up! It's up to me what we do! Sixie-san had gone to Michizaki to check something. Michizaki was playing games in a room blasting AC. I noticed you always leaving and slacking off, but you're playing games! Are you serious? We're not sweating out there so you can take it easy! Sixie-san was right. The workers around them were glaring at Michizaki-san too. What? Don't act up in a place that's giving you work to do. You should be thankful that a bottom feeder like you gets to work and get paid. I work for a huge company. Did you think that you and I are in the same league? You. I saw Sixie-san raise his fist and I stopped him. Stop! If you hit him, we'll be in the wrong! Hold back! He's younger than you too. Lame. Let's get back to work. Hayashida. After work, I called a certain someone. Hello, sorry. Can you talk? There was no moon or stars. I stared up at the night sky and blinked quietly.
Sorry about yesterday.
Are you okay? I think you should rest another day. The next day, it stopped raining and we were working in the heat. I was already thirsty. With that guy as director, we'll probably work overtime again. Rest if you don't feel well. If he complains, I'll talk to him.
I can't do that to you. I'm extraordinary when it comes to healing. Also, I have this cat to help me out. Meow. Yeah! Mr. Kitty is ready to go.
Go leave him somewhere shady. As we were talking, some people in suits came by. Michizaki-san was bent at the waist and rubbing his hands together. Oh my! You came so suddenly! Sir, what's wrong? I heard some things from my secretary that this was my son's work site. What? Your son's? Gah! It was Michizaki-san's company's president, and... Okay, you look good. Long time no see, sir. Why are you acting like we're strangers? Call me Dad. It was my dad. Next to him was my older sister and his secretary, Ellie.
Sorry,
I was going to come secretly, but I got caught.
My sister sighed. My dad was tough at work, but he loved his kids. It was a lot for me too. Hayashida-san's son works here? I thought it was the same last name, but... Yeah, my son Kei. He's a cool guy just like me, right?
What? You're the president's son?
Everyone there looked at me in surprise. The people from the office were trying not to change their expression when my dad changed his behavior. This is why I kept it a secret. You kept it a secret that you were the president's son and were making fun of me? And you were trying to trap me? Last night, I did complain to my sister. Your behavior was so bad. Of course I'm gonna talk to someone who will listen. It's not about you. I never intended to take over this company. I had no interest in running a business. I admired skilled excavator operators. I'm practicing my craft right now.
Yeah. Hayashida-san would never do something to make fun of anyone. He always takes care of us, and he cares more about the work than anyone else. You were the one that bragged about your education and big company and made fun of us.
But, in the end, this guy's using his family's power. He's no different.
It's night and day. You only do things for yourself. Don't compare yourself to him.
Mochizaki-san was taken aback by the force of her words. I was speechless too.
Let's calm down. We came to fact check. Mochizaki-san, we want to hear from you too. Is that okay?
Yes. My sister glared at Mochizaki-san, who nodded awkwardly. He seemed nervous. We moved to the break room and started talking again.
From Kay, I received a log of the site director's words, actions, and inappropriate behaviors.
A log? Yes, I had been logging Mochizaki-san's words and actions daily. Date, time, to whom he said it, what kind of directions he gave, what the employee response was. I even took pictures and sent them to myself, so I would know when it happened.
We were going to do a step-by-step investigation, but another person, Sexay-san, also reported. We checked the special sensor logs and determined it was urgent, so we came.
Wait, Sexay-san contacted you too? Yeah, I was angry, but I saw you holding back and realized I have to do things correctly. The sensors on those helmets send their data via the cloud, right? My sister nodded.
The special sensors measure the person's body temperature, heart rate, the temperature inside the helmet. The data is shared through the cloud and categorized based on the measurements. If the measurement is deemed dangerous, we send an alert to the site director's tablet. And the alert goes to the management office too.
That means that if something happens to a worker, headquarters hears about it immediately. No way! I thought the alert came directly to me!
We checked yesterday's data, and Shinjo-san's numbers were higher than average, so there was an alert. In this case, the director should tell the worker to rest.
I wasn't told anything.
I see. Another worker had numbers in the danger zone too.
My sister showed us her computer screen. Most of the categories were changed to a color indicating dangerous levels. This is still a trial run, so we're making adjustments. But we can't ignore it when it's this extreme. Mochizaki-kun, you ignored the alerts and endangered your workers. Am I correct? While you slacked off and played games, was it? Mochizaki-san had nothing to say.
Mochizaki-san has been pestering me daily. Coming back to the office, inviting me to lunch, no sign of rushing even after your break is over. You kept coming even after I rejected you. It was a pain.
My sister glared at Muchizaki-san. I guess there was another reason he was scared to see her. I thought your breaks were long, but you were out flirting with her? You really look down on your position. You're the worst. I heard that you had experience, but you were the type to do this. Muchizaki-san, a building is built by many people. No one is unnecessary in a construction site. Well... You bothered my daughter and insulted my son. I'm deeply unhappy. Well, I wasn't trying to bother. Also, if I knew he was your son... I couldn't hold it in anymore. I stood up.
Shut up! It doesn't matter if he's the president's son. It's wrong to look down on anyone.
Shinjo-san stepped forward. Everyone looked at her.
Hayashida-san and all of us take pride in our work. Anyone can do it? Bottom feeders, how dare you! Us construction workers are the ones supporting the buildings of Japan, land of natural disasters.
Yikes!
If you say anyone can do it, you do it all yourself.
Muchizaki-san was overpowered by Shinjo-san's angry voice. My sister laughed.
I was pretty mad when Kei decided not to take over, even though he's the eldest son.
I was surprised, but I know Kei works hard. A family should support that.
Yes, I won't fight him on it.
Sis, Dad.
You have good people around you, Kei. I'm glad you're doing well.
My sister was usually cool and collected, but she smiled at me. I haven't seen the smile in years. I decided to go after my dreams instead of taking over my father's company. My family was against it, but now they work to protect my workplace and me. Thank you. I respected her even more. After that, Muchizaki-san was removed from his position. What? Fired? It was then revealed that he harassed multiple women at work and had submitted a falsified resume. You can become a site director without a license, but he had lied about his experience. He lost all trust and was fired. He's been looking for another job, but he's been unsuccessful.
Oh my goodness! Hayashida-san created a champagne tower with the excavator. What skill! Is this from the local event? You've really mastered the machinery.
I guess a local network picked it up. I was asked to do it at other events too. I still work in construction. I want to continue to hone my craft in heavy machinery operation. There's a lot to learn, but it feels worthwhile. How about you? You're going to college online, right?
Yes, I'm busy, but it's fun.
Shinjo-san switched to an office job, and she's studying architecture in college.
But I'm in a new environment for work, so I'm nervous. Will I be able to connect with everyone?
You'll be fine. Your work is good, and you're responsible. Also, if you treat people with respect, they'll trust you. The sun sparkled. I felt like I could reach her. I stretched out my hand quietly. Shinjo-san, would you go on a date with me next time? There are a lot of jobs in this world. People choose one for many different reasons. Work always comes with interpersonal relationships. You need people for work to happen. At work, you need to have respect for others. If you forget that, you lose credibility. That's why I think about it from time to time. Am I doing my work with gratitude?